July 7th will, of course, be a very interesting fight, as it will be a unification fight between Fernando Martinez and Kazuto Ioka. Obviously, it would be for the WBA and IBF Super Flyweight World Championships. Of course, this will be a unification fight, and one that I did not know of. All I heard was fight week. I was like, fight week? What the hell? He's fighting? But anywho, it's a very good fight, obviously, between two champions. Unfortunately for them, they are in the same weight class as Bam Rodriguez, so yeah, they're probably not gonna win. They're probably not gonna go undisputed. But hey, unification, good, still good, you know. Anyways, the essential B side is Fernando Martinez, aka the Puma, is 16-0 with 9 wins by way of knockout, 56% knockout ratio, not that bad. He is coming off of a 11th round stoppage win over Jade Bornea, 18-0, and of course. This was the fight where he busted his ear. Yep, Fernando Martinez hit him with the hook, and his ear just exploded. So yeah, we'll just not show that. But anywho, before that, he won the title against the long-reigning champion Jerwin Onkajas, and then he defeated him again for his first title defense. Both of them were basically one-sided affairs, and yeah, he beat him, but he is coming off of essentially 1 year off. Maybe bad, especially considering he'll be fighting in Japan, where a lot of, it's a very big time difference. So, jet lag maybe or whatever, but he's already in Japan, so obviously he is adjusting well. And of course, the WBA champion, Kazuto Ioka, is 31-2 with 1 draw. 16 wins by way of knockout. He has a 51% knockout ratio. So the power slightly favors Martinez. And of course, he is coming off of a 20-3 fighter, Jasper Perez, in the 7th round. Of course, Perez has been stopped once before, which was like his 3rd fight. And then he lost and then never fought again, but whatever. Of course, before that, he fought Joshua Franco twice. First one was a majority decision draw, and the other one he beat him. Slightly more, one-sided, I guess. I don't know what happened, because Franco was the WBA champion, and they fought for the first time for a unification bout, but then afterwards it was just for the vacant WBA championship. So how did he lose his title? I don't know. I'll just put it up on screen, right? But before that, he fought a 43-1-6 fighter in Donnie Nietes, unanimous decision win. 6 draws is not good. Most of them weren't even unanimous decision draws, so that's something. And of course, Ioka is a long-reigning champion himself. He lost to Donnie Nietes for his first attempt at the WBO Super Flyweight World Championship. But later, he fought for the vacant title and won by knockout. And before that, he held the WBA Flyweight World Championship. And before that, he held the WBA Light Flyweight World Championship. And before that, he was the unified WBA and WBC minimum weight champion. That's right, Ioka is a 4-division world champion. Of course, recently his wins, not that bad. Joshua Franco probably might be not his best win, but you get the point. And he actually beat another world champion at the time, Kosei Tanaka, who fought for his WBO Super Flyweight World Championship, lost by knockout, and then he later won it again after, Ioka vacated it for whatever reason. And he himself is a 4-division world champion, goddamn. And he'll be facing his own guy, which we'll talk about later. Not later as in the video, but like later as in another video. But anywho, who do I got winning? It is a very interesting one, because Ioka has been iffy on his knockouts. He got, obviously, the lower weight classes, he got more knockouts. Now it's like 1 knockout, 2 decisions, 1 knockout, 2 decisions, all that stuff. And he will be slightly the fresher fighter. He will only be 7 months since his last fight, while Fernando Martinez will, of course, be a whole year. And, of course, he hasn't fought in so long, he's considered inactive. But who do I got winning? This is a very interesting one, because Martinez is a very wild fighter. And by wild, I mean he literally pounces like a puma. He pounces, he hits you with a hook. He's very much a good hooker, and that's how he gets you hurt. He has a lot of stunning power. He beat Jerwin Onkajas pretty badly, especially the second fight. Should have been probably a stoppage, you shouldn't have let Onkajas take as much damage as he did, because he wasn't going to win decision, and he sure as hell wasn't going to knock him out. So, they kind of just let him get his ass whooped for a quick second. But of course, Ioka is a 4-division world champion. And in BoxRec, he is ranked number 2 in the world, only under Bam Rodriguez. So who do I got winning? It is a very interesting one. I got this. I'm going to say it. Fernando Martinez is going to beat Ioka. To be honest, Ioka, I think at his 4th division, I do think he's been struggling with knockout power. But of course, the way to beat Martinez is just kind of like Navarrete and Lopez. You have to be consistent and prevent him from lunging. Or at least if he lunges, be so far away, it doesn't even matter. But I don't think Ioka has that type of fight style that will essentially nullify Martinez. Well, the only way I see Martinez losing is if he does something dumb and lunges and gets hit and gets dropped because he was an idiot and was like off balance or something. It has been a year, but then again, a year isn't that bad. A year is basically whatever. He just doesn't fight a lot, But it is enough to rest for a very much big fight in Ioka. So before that, he was fighting like twice a year, sometimes once a year. But the thing is, he has been a little bit active, right? So, after his 2nd title defense, a nice little well-deserved rest. I think I got Martinez winning a little bit only because, it is in a very different location like Japan, so I don't know. Jet lag might hit him, might not. I mean, he's already out of the plane, so definitely jet lag's not going to hit him, but, I don't know. I think I might have him by stoppage only because of that unorthodox, it's pretty hard to time him because he doesn't even time himself. He's not like, oh, I'm going to fight a certain way, a certain style. No, he changes up like every 5 seconds. And of course, even if he can't use his Puma jumping abilities, he has more than enough skill to fight toe-to-toe. And he has the more power, so he might break Ioka first. Might. But then again, Ioka is a 4-division world champion. And a very good champion at that. And of course, that's what the people say themselves. The betting odds is -140 for Ioka and +110 for Martinez. Many people don't know who's going to win. Martinez, although has been considered inactive, it's not too long. It's not enough to be like a humongous detriment to him, unlike Ishirada, who was a year and a half. Although he probably still would have lost. He probably would have survived a lot longer. Yeah, I got Martinez winning. I don't know. Ioka is 35. He's starting to get old. And with 34 wins, or 34 fights under his belt, could very much well be father time catching up. I mean, might be his last opportunity to unify in another division. Because he was unified at minimum weight, but not in any other division. So obviously being unified in 2 divisions is a very good achievement. Especially having belts already in 4 divisions. That is a very much well-deserved achievement. But unfortunately, I do think age might catch up to him. And the awkward style of Martinez might be a little bit too much for Ioka. But if you're picking Ioka, I don't blame you. 4-division world champion, pretty good fighter. Fought for Unification before, but obviously stuff happened. So obviously when he did beat the guy, it wasn't even for both the belts. So, whatever, right? But anywho, enough of dilly-dallying. Martinez will most likely, I think he might stop Ioka. I think he might stop him like the 7th round, only because I think that he will catch him with the unorthodox hook and like hurt him. But like I said, if you're picking and rooting for Ioka, I don't blame you. This ain't like a place where you bet because it's a very good chance you lose your money. Well, then again, you shouldn't bet anyways because it's also a good way to lose your money. But anywho, hope you enjoyed this video and I'll catch you in the next one.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it's a knockdown.
Is he out? Is he gonna move? Is there a twitch?